Hi, my name is Alexandra. I'm the founder of ProductWise and operating partner in Nomu Ventures. And what I'd love to do today with you is to really cover the 10 must have questions for you before you're planning to hire a senior product talent into your team or expand your product team even further. So, having spoken with a lot of the CPOs and senior product leaders more generally, there are a few questions that you usually would need to think about or answer for yourself before embarking on the hiring journey for your next top talent. So, let's go through those questions together. The very first one, of course, is how product focused are you as an organization? The teams that are striving to build the product teams, and hire, let's say, a VP of product without actually giving the control over the product or over a specific team, will not be able to retain the top talent that much, because the top product talent is looking for product focused organizations and is really striving to create the impact where they're needed the most. And within the service level organizations or within the service focused organizations, that simply is not possible. So as a first question, be honest with yourself in terms of how product focused you are as a team. The second question is, how is my company looking to evolve so that it continues to compete effectively? So a lot of the questions during the interview process are going to be concentrating on, from the side of the individuals, are going to be concentrated on unique offer that you have for your users. How do you differentiate vs your competitors as a product as well as an organization? So it's good to think about your key differentiators in advance. The third question is, what is the most urgent challenge for you as an organization as of today? What is on your priority agenda? Is it growth in terms of the sales? Do you feel that you're most definitely lacking, the top people in your team, and that's why you need to reformate it and expand it further and bring certain practices internally? The fourth question is, how do you expect your product team to grow in the coming 2 to 5 years? As an incoming lead, as an incoming product lead, as a head of, as a VP, as an SVP, this is a core question to understand before you start your own conversations and your own interviews, as it really shows how do you plan for the growth in the organization, at least for the coming 12 months. And that really helps you to understand as well the type of a person that you're striving to bring. Is it somebody who had led 5-person team before and hired them personally, or is it somebody who had been given a team of 20 and had led that team of 20 successfully? The fifth question is, what is the biggest challenge for you as an individual joining the role, right? So when the individual is joining the role, what will be the day one kind of a challenge that they would experience? Would it be, trying to understand the whole ecosystem? Would it be, going through, working through the data pipelines with the data engineer and making sure that there is a good data flow between the insights that you're striving to understand and what is currently available, what is currently being recorded. So what would it be there? The sixth question is, what are the 3 core things that will make an individual successful in this role? This is essentially your priority and your formula of someone who you'd like to see in the role. Are you looking for someone who has an in-depth knowledge of the industry? Are you looking for someone who had been leading a specific team? Are you looking for someone with a bit more of a design skills or a bit more of a technical skill set? So these are the core 3 things that you, or three core definitions, definitive things that you're looking for in a person there. The seventh question is, how does the success look like 30 days in, 60 days in, and 90 days in? Do you have, a work through plan of what do you expect the person to achieve in a month and 2 and 3 months? Is there a particular KPI overall within the first year that you're aiming at? It would be good to discuss that, or to define that at least beforehand. What are the development options for the individual in this role? Where could they potentially grow? That's perhaps the second question, second most common question from the side of the individuals as they consider the roles. Everybody wants to grow into a particular direction. So it would be good to cover and define what are the progression paths for the individual in this role. If there could be multitude of those, that's not a problem. That happens, again, as well, a lot in startups. So do define, where the role could actually evolve. Could it be, leading multiple teams, just design team, engineering team, perhaps in the future, or, a technical product managers within your team? Or is it more, focused on, on hiring and building the culture, and then moving towards, an even higher role or a CPO role in that particular case? So the ninth question is, are our expectations from the individual joining in the role adequate based on what we're striving to achieve, what our offer is, and what the career opportunities within our company are? Would it be interesting for someone, in other words, would it be interesting for someone to consider joining our organization based on where we'd like them to be by now? And the final question is, what are the top 5 exciting things about this role? So based on your unique selling points as an organization, as as a team, as a product team, and combining that together with what the role has to offer, ideally you would outline the 5 core things that make this role a definitive choice for anyone who's considering to move in the direction where you'd like the individuals to move. So is it the remote first culture? Is it, an opportunity to grow into the CPO role? Is that an opportunity to, to go from Series A to Series D, right? Is that an opportunity to work within a different field? Do outline the 5 most exciting things that you offer as an organization in that specific role, and do bring that forward in your conversations with an individual.